What's up, guys? You're welcome to this week's market outlook. So today we're going to be looking at some of the currency pairs that we'll be using for the week. What we're going to be looking at for the week. So we're going to start with the AUD card. So if you look at the AUD card, you will see that this is a very nice downtrend coming here. And if you're using support, principal support and resistance, you will notice that the market already hit this resistance right here, and so this should be an opportunity to sell the market. But then if we come to the daily time frame, let's look at the daily. If you come to the daily time frame, you would notice that the market is actually forming a support right here, down here, kind of like a double bottom down here. So the bigger time frame is telling us otherwise. And so we need to follow the bigger time frame, because if we extend this support to the left, you also see that that level also found resistance before. So that's why we're not going to be selling this market. So in this week that we are coming into, let's go back to the 4 hour. We are going to be looking at we're going to be studying a possible break of this trend line, maybe a break and retest of the trend line. I'm expecting this market to rally upward because of the daily time frame, that is telling us that there is a strong support here. So that's why we're going to be looking at a bullish bias on the AUD card this week. So we're just going to be waiting for a break of this resistance and maybe a retest before we get to enter our trade. So let's look at NZD USD. Let's look at NZD USD. So now, see the NZD USD. You can see it's on a fine downtrend also, which is very nice. But if you come here, you're gonna see something like a support on the resistance right here. But for this market, I will not be entering the market right now. The thing is, there are two ways for this market. This market can from here start going down, yeah, or it can come back to this trend line here to actually touch the trend line. So there are two options here. So if you're entering a sell for this market now, you have to keep your stop loss wild, maybe above this structure here, above the market structure, so that if the market returns to test on this resistance, it will not hit your stop loss, you will not be stopped out of the trade. But this is actually a bearish trend and we are expecting the market to go down. So the market is actually at a support on resistance, which is also good. But I'm just gonna wait. For me, I'm just gonna wait for it to retest it. If it doesn't retest, then no problem. I guess it's one of the things that happens in trading. So we're gonna be looking at the Euro GBP. So this is one of the pairs that have been interesting this week. So first off, let's go to the daily time frame. Remember, you always have to go to your daily time frame, or maybe a weekly time frame, a time frame ahead of whatever time frame you're using for your analysis, just to check the general view of the market. So what does the market say? So if you look at this market now, generally the market is in an uptrend. The market is going up. It's telling us buy. That's what the market is saying. But that does not mean we jump on the buy. So let's come here. So now we already know that this market is in an uptrend, right? So we go to our 4 hour time frame and we start looking for opportunities to buy. But for me, this chart is not the kind of thing I would like. The kind of thing I would like is maybe a break of structure, then a support on resistance and all of those stuff. But if you notice, this market has just been going up and down and up, hitting this resistance here, coming here, hitting the resistance again, coming here. So the market is kind of ranging right now, and I really don't like trading ranging markets. So for me personally, I'll be waiting for this market to break out of this zone before I would do anything on the market. So let's also look at GBP CHF. Oh god. Okay, let's see USD chef. Now I don't know what I was doing that I missed this trade setup, but I already set the market. If you see, basically it was an uptrend. You can see the trend line that I drew. So the market hits this resistance right here, and then if you notice, it came up, found resistance, came up again, Then when it came here, it broke through. It broke through to this point. It actually broke through to this point right here. Broke through this point. So I saw this candle here coming down. Actually, I was waiting for a retest. Like a market should come down and retest to this point before I sell. But the market never retested. The market just flew down. And then if you look at it, look at this side, you will see the market on kind of a demand zone right here. Yeah, so the market already tested a support. Let's look at what's happening on the daily time frame. If you look at the daily time frame, you would notice that the market is kind of going up. Alright, so the market is telling us to buy. Daily time frame is telling us that the bulls are strong. So now the market already hit this bottom line here. This bottom line here. So that's telling us that there's a probability that this market might go up. So into the week, I'll be looking at the market breaking this resistance right here and maybe turning it to a support before I'll get to buy the market. So let's look at another pair. Let's look at Chef JPY. Okay, let's look at Chef JPY. Okay, so Chef JPY right now also is in an uptrend, and this is the kind of market I like trading. This is my best market setup, when we have a good channel like this channel. Now normally I trade a break of support, maybe a support on resistance on support, but now we're actually seeing that the market is going up. It's in a very nice channel right here, up channel, and then we see something here. The market finds resistance. The market finds resistance at this level. So we see a touch here, came back down, touch here, came down, touch here, came down. And if you look at it, you will notice that it was creating what we call higher lows. This low is lower than this low, so this low is higher than this low, this low is also higher than this low. So that's a sign of an upward moving market. And now we now saw that the resistance that the market was forming now broke through. So following this analogy, we can draw a pattern. You can see a pattern coming up here. See this pattern right here. So this is kind of like a triangle, ascending triangle pattern. This is kind of like an ascending triangle pattern. So we saw that the market broke our resistance. We are watching this resistance, and the market just broke the resistance, came up, and has now retested this resistance. We noticed that the moment it came to retest this resistance, we saw the bulls coming and they pushed the market up, and now the market is here. I'm not going to lie to you, the moment the market opens, I'm going to be in this trade right away, because I think that this market should go up. Maybe I'll put my trade there, then my stop loss would be somewhere below here. Of course, putting risk management very high, putting it high than any other one. So I'm expecting to buy this market. I'm expecting the market to go higher this week. All right, so let's look at the gold. Let's look at the gold market. What is the gold market telling us this week? Okay, I'm actually in this gold trade, and personally for me, I'm not seeing gold coming down anytime soon. Well, I entered my first trade right here at this point. That's where I entered my first trade here. Now, why did I enter it there? The market was here. Okay, let me take my arrow to show you. So right here, this is where the market was at this point here. So we saw a resistance right here, and then the market broke that resistance. So it was coming back to retest this zone, this point right here. So that was where I took my first trade right here. As I took my first trade, that's the reason why I took my first trade. So on Friday, we had news come up, and the news actually pushed the market down to this point. So when I saw that the market was down to this point, if you look at it, you would notice something also. You notice something has happened there. You notice this is a demand zone. So the news pushed the market to a demand zone, put it all the way to the week. Yeah. So I saw the market at this demand zone, and I knew that the market was going to come up, and I entered the trade on Friday, and now we see the market is back up. If you actually look at it again, you can see a trend line right here. So this trend is just very amazing. These are the reasons why I entered the market. So I saw this trend down here, and then after the trend, you see a double bottom right here. Market touched this point, came back to touch this point again. So that's a double bottom. That was why I entered the second trade. And now the market is going up. So the question is there an opportunity for me to enter this trade? Well, coming into the new week, yes, I think there's an opportunity for us to still buy if we want to add more positions, or maybe if you're not in the trade yet and you want to get in the trade. So if you look here, you'll notice that the market already broke a very nice resistance. Market already broke structure here, and if you come back here, you see that this was the support before that got broken, and the market retested it right here, came down. The market has broken. So in this week, I'll be looking at a retest, maybe a movement down. Maybe the market will retrace to this zone. I'm waiting for the market to retrace from here, maybe coming down to this zone and then going up. So I'm looking at a nice retracement on this market. So the market should come down and then go up. So I'll be taking another buy trade if the market happens to drop. Gold is one thing that you should watch out for. I'm telling you guys. So I'm expecting the market to drop down to this point, and then I'll be taking another trade, and then the market should go up. Alright guys, so I guess that's all for today. Within the week, I'm going to be sharing you updates on how the market is going, which of the trades we entered, which one we didn't enter, the reasons why we entered the trade, and all of those stuff. So if you know you're still watching to this point and you like this video, you know you gained something from it, please give us a like and then subscribe to our channel. Hit the bell button so that you can get all our notifications. You'll be the first person to get all our notifications. I love you guys.